everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about my review and takeaways from The Prince by Antoine. But before we dive into that book, let me take you back to when it first arrived at my place. Here's the moment it arrived. Hi guys, so on this day, February 19, 2026, I purchased my first novel book, The Little Prince by Antoine de Exupery. So, we are tasked to do a book review after we read this. So, let's do this. Looking at this now, I was honestly like, is it that special? I really didn't know what to expect at first, just that it was another reading assignment for class. But, well, I was wrong about that. So, our professor gave us a specific task. While reading, we had to highlight important events, look up and note unfamiliar words, and mark anything else that stood out or felt significant. It actually made me read way more closely and carefully than I usually would. And here's what I ended up marking. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about a book that's often labeled a children's story, but it's actually one of the most profound books I've ever read. The Little Prince by Antoine de Exupery. If you've read it, you know exactly what I mean. If you haven't, well, get ready because this one will stay with you long after you turn the last page. First, a little background. Saint Exupery was a pilot himself, and this book was inspired by his own real-life experiences. He crashed his plane in Sahara Desert back in 1935, and it was written in 1942. And it's story within a story. A narrator, also a pilot, gets stranded in the desert and meets a young prince who travels from planet to planet. But don't let the simple plot fool you, because this isn't just a tale for kids. It's a book about what it means to be a human, what we truly value, and how we choose to see the world. There are three characters that really stuck with me. First is the Prince Rose. She's beautiful, proud, and a little difficult to deal with. At first, he thinks she's completely unique in the whole universe until he finds a garden full of identical roses that when he realized she's special not because she's one of a kind, but because he spent time caring for her, right? So he gave her his time, and that made all the difference. Then there's the fox, who teaches the most famous lesson in the book, that you become responsible forever for what you have tamed. It's all about connection. The time and love we invest in people or things are exactly what make them meaningful. And then there are all the adults. The prince meets on his travels, the king who rules over nothing, the businessman who counts stars even he can't even use it. They are also busy with what they call important things that they've forgotten how to see with their hearts. I first read this when I was 10 years old, and back then I thought it was a nice story. I reread it now, and as an adult, it actually made me teared up. It made me stop and ask myself, when did I start caring more about numbers, efficiency, or what other people think instead of what truly matters, right? So Saint Exupery writes, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." That line hit me harder than ever this time around. It's a reminder that love, friendship, and memories are the things that make life rich, even if you can't hold them in your hand or put a price tag on them, right? That is what meaningful life is. So, is there anything I don't like? Honestly, no. It's short, you can read it in just a day, but it's packed with wisdom. It's the kind of book you should read every few years because you'll find something new each time, depending on what you're going through life. And my verdict, it's a timeless classic that everyone, no matter your age, should read. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. It's very commendable. So, have you read The Little Prince? What was your favorite lesson or line? Drop it in the comment section and I love to read your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more book reviews. And I'll see you in the next video. Happy reading!